Let me get it tight. This is why you should have things in place before you start. So you won't do all the stumbling around like this. All right. All right, let me open up the stand. Let me get it. All right. We're going to build an audience slowly but surely. Brother Bobby Johnson. All right. Peace, peace, Queen. Both of the queens. How you doing? Ellie Allen. Ellie Allen, did you get that package I sent you? Because I ain't hear back from you. Hold on for a second. What's up, brother? Michigan's firstborn. What's good with you? As y'all know, I'm trying to get some music playing. I'm trying to get just getting in. Trying to get some things happening over here, some energy flowing. All right. I think we can get under the veil flowing. All right. As soon as I turn this on. Peace. If everyone's just joining on, I'm just getting in the building a few minutes ago from another show that I trying to help start with some brothers and let them kind of take it from there. But you know how you got to be on deck and helping them out. Marcus, peace. What's good with you? Glad everybody's coming back on. Psych. Hold on. Where are we at? Hold on for a second. Let me get the volume up. P16, I'm glad you're black. All right. I gotta step out of the room 1 second. I'm waiting for the other platforms to populate. Prozac, man, what's good with you, bro? Where you been? Yo, Prozac, call me, man. 678-557-2919. Call me a little bit later on tonight. All right. Peace, what's going on, everybody? I know I'm missing something. Peace, everybody on IG. All right. from the general. Peace. What's good with you? All right. Peace, Queen. Comedic soul. The bad boy trainer. Letitia Lewis. Peace. What's good? Marcus Morris. Hendricks. What's up, man? DC's in the building. Quincy from Illinois. What's happening? Queen 38. Savette. Alright. C-Vet. Alright. Bambi Divine. Good evening, Queen. All the way from Brooklyn. Jesse Jess. 03. Peace. It's good. Alright. Carl Muhammad. Assalamu alaikum, brother. Queen Scott. Matt. Billy. What's going on? I'm pulling up the rest of my information, so y'all give me a minute. Alright, I just wanted to greet everybody, but alright. Peace, everyone. We're gonna get started in 1 second. Let me see. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Hold on 1 second, everybody. One second. I had to come home, put up a whole backdrop, the whole bit, so give me a second. I know what I'm looking for. Alright, that's what I'm looking for. Alright. Prince Flow Rider. You kind of slow, man. You kind of late, bruh. We already talked about that. That's a general question, what I think about Trump. We'll talk about that some other time. One second, y'all. We'll start this song from the beginning. When this song ends, we're going to start. Get it straight, so I want to show the flow tonight, straight on through. I might go past 9 o'clock, so yeah, more than likely I will. Sensei Aaron Allen. It's good, man. Griff, what's happening? Tara Q Muhammad, assalamu alaikum. Alright, sit tight, everybody. I'll be right back. When your identity lies in all that you don't reveal. Third eye blind.
It's up like a compact, becoming offering something more than kids than the physical body that can forever live. Rooted in passion, before the right cause, spiritual wisdom and knowledge that make you have pause and let it transmute. Metamorphosize, truth of awakening right before your eyes. The real magic, or you don't miss all this glory, it would be tragic. So people wearing the feeling that this is fabric, and find yourself on the path or in the labyrinth.
All right. All right. Let me turn the music down so we can talk. Intelligent. Peace. What's good, man? Peace. And I definitely will do that, man. Thanks. Give thanks. All right, peace. This is Professor Griff. All right, this platform is called Sirius Mindz for serious minds. And we always say serious minds for serious minds. Seriously. So greetings, peace, shalom, hotep, assalamu alaikum. Some people say barigani. Some people say good evening. Some whatever greeting you go by, whatever school of thought you from. I want to greet you wherever you are, hopefully to assist you for wherever you're trying to get to. All right, which is a higher form of consciousness. Can I create a born day shout out? You're 50 years old tomorrow. Civette Queen 38. Shout out to you, sis. All right, she's 50 years old. All right, give thanks, Queen. All right, definitely. Thank you once again for everybody for tuning in, for waiting a whole hour on me to kind of get in place to make sure this happens. As you see, I'm plugging up stuff and putting stuff in place and whatever. All right. But thank you all very much. Tonight we're going to continue to discuss the psychological covert war on hip hop. The psychological covert war on hip hop. We're on the second degree, so we're going to move through that in a few seconds. Thank you to all the supporters for the chat on this channel. Not only on YouTube, but there's some people on IG and Facebook who haven't made it over to YouTube yet. Shout out to my man Jahi Muhammad and brother Rashad Muhammad. We did a show earlier, and we actually went through page by page the Final Call newspaper. All right, for some people that just need that kind of information to stay grounded, need a reference point, whatever. So we went over the Final Call newspaper. That's every Thursday night. The brothers are going to do that. Hopefully they're on solid footing right now and they can move forward so I can make sure I'm on time every Thursday for my show. Anyway, shout out and special thanks to Scorpio 16. I really appreciate that sister and everything that she's bringing to the table. Moderating, research, everything that she's done and is doing. Yeah, we definitely need a team to pull this kind of information off. I cannot do it by myself. Not at all. I'm not claiming to be that one man kind of. I can't do it. I'm sorry. So, yeah, shout out to that sister for bringing that expertise and helping move Sirius Mindz to another level. Let's give her a round of applause. Throw a peace sign, black power sign to Scorpio 16. All right. Really appreciate that. Thanks for that. The platform is supported by the people. This platform is supported by the people. Shout out to my man Roger Chillis in the building on deck. All right. This platform is supported by the people. All right. I got some things written down that the people have given me on some subjects that we're going to deal with. So I hope you all appreciate that. It comes from the people. This platform is supported by the people. If you would like to donate or contribute or any show ideas, hit me up at seriousmindsinfo@gmail.com. 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 If you would like to contribute to the Sirius Mindz platform, you can cash at me at $Professor Griff or PayPal me. All right. Some people that hit me on PayPal and Cash App, listen, I know it's not a lot of money. I know it's your hard-earned money, and we appreciate that here. All right. But y'all got to do me a favor. Send me an email and let me know which ebook or which body of work you want. You got to email me. I won't know. You sending the money, but I don't know. There's a couple of people. Scorpio, can you list the 3 or 4 people that sent money in but didn't give me their information? I don't know if I have it in front of me, but I can shout them out and ask them, send me your email address. I can't send you the information if you don't send me an email. All right, so that's $Professor Griff. All right, and also, hold on. That's $Professor Griff at Cash App. And I think what I'm going to do for especially YouTube, I'm going to put that in the description box on how you can donate. If you want to go to PayPal, go to www.paypal.me, Professor Griff Corp. All right, Professor Griff Corp. This platform, Sirius Mindz, we're in the business of raising the vibrational pitch of the thinking of our people into the mind of the creator and the co-creator. And the most important person on this platform is who? Yeah, I'm going to let y'all answer that. The most important person on this platform is who? You. That's right. Ricky, thank you. No, not me, Bobby. You. You're right, but you said you. Yeah. All right. Y'all, not me. All right. You the most important person on this platform. All right. So we're going to begin to start building the foundation to master the self. All right. We need everyone on IG and Facebook to meet us over on YouTube. That's youtube.com/C/Sirius Mindz. It's youtube.com/C/Sirius Mindz. I'm not throwing up gang signs. I'm just giving you the letter C because that's what it is. Sirius, youtube.com/C/Sirius Mindz. Sirius, SIRIUSMINDZ. Every night at 7 o'clock. Unless I'm ripping and running, I'm trying to be in place at 7. My email address is seriousmindinfo@gmail.com. My phone number is 678-557-2919. Let's dive into this. All right. Brothers and sisters, listen. January 23rd, Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. I'm doing a class. It's an online class. All right. 20 people need to register for the class. I'm only at 6 people right now. Can we make that happen? Go to www.professorgriff.me to register for the class. We're decoding the hidden symbols of the Bible. Decoding the hidden symbols of the Bible. If you're not going to be home 7 o'clock, a couple of Wednesdays from now, purchase it for somebody else. All right. Or purchase it and get the playback. All right. It's going to be videotape. It's not going on YouTube. All right. Support the class. All right. Today we're going to do part 2. Psychological covert war on hip hop. It's a psychological covert war on hip hop. We're on the 2nd degree and we're going to dive right into it. All right. All right. Really appreciate that. All right. We're going to get back to the Illuminati's takeover of hip hop, which is a section of the book that I added. Assalamu alaikum, Sonny. What's good with you? All right. Okay. Now, if I could show y'all this information that I have on the ground, but we're going to get around to that. All right. But anyway, where I left off last night was this. If y'all got to go to work, Josh Gates, really appreciate the dub, man. Not the dub, but the left and the right hook, really appreciate that, man. The 1-2. All right. 1-2 or 1-2. All right. We're going to stay on some extra time tonight, so I hope y'all can rock with me. All right, because I came on late. Last night, we ended it up at this letter right here that Chuck D contributed to the book, The Psychological Covert War on Hip Hop. All right. A conversation with an interview with Chuck D and an open letter from Chuck D. We're not going to go over the entire letter or the entire conversation. But one of the main questions that I asked Chuck D is the reality of hip hop and mind revolution. All right. That you will see in your time. All right. Geography is he answered. Geography is an important, necessary, and essential tool for freedom. Most American, period, know little or either. Thus, and they chain to their birth rock. All right. The hip hop mind revolution can be possibly. Thank you very much, ma'am.
You're welcome.
All right. What was that? Possibly with real things and real reality in place. If the culture does not reconnect itself to the diaspora, it will continue to recycle slavery, rhetoric, rebellion, and dependency like a dirty wash rag, like a dirty wash. So the wash keeps recycling dirt over and over and over until it gets to a certain cycle. Then it drains it and then it spins without the agency of the water. I'm not trying to go over the whole wash machine workings, but that's just what it is. That's what he meant by the analogy that he gave us in the interview. All right. And what Chuck D says is bearing fruit. So if we're looking at what's going on in hip hop and we look at what's going on in rap, period, if we don't connect back to the Black African diaspora, we're going to lose that spiritual connection. Shout out to my sister Sher over here on Facebook. All right. What Chuck's words are bearing fruit. Yeah, we got to be doers, man. And we got to be able to bring the word into fruition. And we got to continue to make our word bond. Chuck had made his word bond. Pick up the book, Fight the Power by Chuck D. All right. Some people ask me, do I agree and wholeheartedly agree with everything that's in every book that I show on here? Nah, I don't. All right. But nonetheless, I would encourage you to read it so you can draw up your own understanding. Peace, Queen, Miss Soleil. Shout out to Miss Soleil, y'all, for her dynamic work on pranayama. Make sure y'all go pick that up. And the song that we came on with tonight, Under the Veil. All right. I'm trying to put it in my music. And sis, you should. All right. Naomi Asia. Of course, you got to incorporate this stuff into your music. All right. If we're going to elevate and that next generation coming behind us. Tanithia Williams said, peace, Soleil. Scorpio 16 said, peace, Soleil. All right. All right. So, yeah, this book was 1996, I believe. Chuck D's book, October of 1998. All right. Rap, Race, and the Reality. Chuck D with Yusuf Jah. Fight the Power. He's making his word bond. All right. He's making his word bond. And then just last year, he came out with this monumental work. This is a thick book, man. This is Chuck D presents This Day in Rap and Hip Hop History. All right. So if you're trying to educate yourself and you want to know and understand what went on this day in hip hop, we have to get it, man. You understand what I'm saying? Starts out in 1973. How many of y'all was born already? How many of y'all was born in 1973? Some of y'all weren't even born yet. All right. So the days that are important in hip hop history, Chuck D lays that out in his monumental book. Chuck D presents This Day in Rap History, making his word bond. You see, we just can't be talkers. All right. We got to be doers. All right. All right, cool. So in scrolling back through the psychological covert war on hip hop, all right, when people used to ask us, like, you guys consider yourself activists? We was like, no, we used to tell people that we're raptivists, man. You understand what I'm saying? The Final Call newspaper says young, gifted, and bold in 2019. All right. Activists, 5 young activists to watch in 2019. Well, that list should be a lot longer than that. Am I right or wrong? All right. What about all the people that come on and meet me on it every night? Y'all are activists. All right. We just need to make our word bond and bring what we're saying into fruition. All right. And make it manifest wherever you are. All right. This is a good place for us to meet and talk, but we got to go out and educate people and raise the vibrational pitch of their thinking into the mind of the creator and the co-creator. All right. So now, revolutionaries in hip hop, rap revolutionaries, raptivists in hip hop. All right. So scrolling through the book now, it says the arena interview with Blog Talk with Griff on Blog Talk Radio. So I did an interview and I put some of the excerpts of the interview into the book, and I lay out some things that Dr. Francis Cress Wilson gave us in the ISIS papers. They teach us that it's a global and local and global power system and dynamic structured by persons who classify themselves as white. But the key thing here is that whether consciously or subconsciously determined, I said, pardon me, that we have this way that assists racism, white supremacy in the form of it being laying at the base and at the subconscious level of our oppressor. All right. Now, those of y'all that are already super conscious and super black, a lot of this stuff may bore y'all. All right. So y'all got to sit tight for a minute. Peace. What's up, Seven? Long time no see, bro. We got to talk, Seven. All right. Our goal is to eradicate racism, white supremacy, and bring justice on the planet among the human family. And sadly enough, a lot of people listening, you may not think that this includes white people, but it does. So let's just get that straight from the root, all right, and from the rip, from the beginning, because white people need to be taught as well. But those white people that we constantly hear speaking up, we want your first mission to be teaching other white people. So if you come and claim that you know, you don't got to come in the middle of us claiming that you know. Go in the midst of them and claim that you know and do that part of the work first. All right. I hear a lot of times this conversation talking about, can white people join the movement? Yeah, you can join the movement, but on the white side, you don't have to come over on the black side trying to tell us what to do. We got this. Mujahid, Assalamu alaikum, good brother. All right. Mujahid, thanks for tuning in, good brother. All right. So I go on to talk about the independent compensatory code by Neely Fuller. And Neely Fuller teaches that if you don't understand racism and white supremacy, everything that you think you understand will only confuse you. Racism and white supremacy is a local and global power system and dynamic, structured and maintained by persons who classify themselves as white, whether consciously or subconsciously determined. All right, what we just read. That came from Neely Fuller and then Dr. Francis Cress Wilson in her book, The ISIS Papers. All right. So on here, I talk about the Boondocks and what Aaron Magruder brought to the table. All right. I also go in and I talk about the system of racism, white supremacy utilizes deceit and violence, inclusive of chemical warfare, biological warfare, and psychological warfare, indeed by any means necessary to achieve its ultimate goal and objective of white genetic survival and to prevent white genetic annihilation on the planet Earth. In the existing system of racism, white supremacy, when the term is undefined and poorly understood, there is general confusion and chaos on the part of victims of that system, local system, and on a global level. All right. It then becomes impossible for the victims of racism, white supremacy to effectively counter the global system of racism, white supremacy. The African enslavement, imperialism, colonialism, neo-colonialism, fascism, leave me the fuck aloneism, and all the other goddamn isms are all dimensions and aspects of racism, white supremacy. All right. Naomi Asia, you're absolutely incorrect. It's definitely not a distraction. It's a very real dynamic in which we cannot just dismiss and say it's a distraction. Now, sister, if you're at that level where you don't see color, then that's where you are. But the vast majority of black people and the way we are treated by other people in all of the areas of people activity, we definitely see race. We have to. That's like saying you walking up on a bed of roses and you saying they're just all flowers. No. There's nothing wrong with identifying the beauty of each individual flower, the dandelion, the rose, the turnip, the whatever. You understand what I'm saying? All of them are beautiful. Roses are white, red, all kind of roses, all kind of flowers. You understand what I'm saying? All of them have their own beauty. We're not going to dismiss them and act like race don't exist when we live in a racist society. All right. You better keep not you, sis, but we better keep the definition of racism and white supremacy in the front of our minds and know and learn how to navigate through racism, white supremacy. Don't dismiss it. All right. So I asked the question on page 34, Black Eyed Peas, sellouts or post-sellout world? Did groups like the Black Eyed Peas sell out? Did they make a smart business move by putting the white girl in the group to advance their career? All right. That's not up to me to determine. But collectively, we have to look at moves like that. Are we just assimilating? But are we getting in? Are we selling our culture down the tube? What's happening? All right. So in the second degree, I talk about hip hop cops, COINTELPRO profiles, rap sheets, and the hip hop cop. All right. The quote here is, capture their minds and their hearts and souls will follow. Capture their minds and their hearts and souls will follow. And that seems more evident right now as we speak right now when we got to deal with this R. Kelly madness. The Negro was up 4:30 last night at a club, singing songs and whatnot, not caring about anything. You understand what I'm saying? And I just put on Facebook, I'm like, wow, Monica Pettiford. Thank you very much, sis. Really appreciate that, Monica. All right. So we have to understand what's going on. We got to begin to start playing chess instead of checkers. We have to start building an infrastructure where we neutralize and checkmate the R. Kelly's behavior, the R. Kellys of the world. All right. So let's understand what's going on. All right. Hip hop's COINTELPRO, rap sheets, and the hip hop cop. Power is the ability to define reality and to convince other people that this is their definition. All right. Power is the ability to define reality and to convince other people that this is their own definition. Dr. Wade Nobles. All right. Dr. Wade Nobles. On the next page, page 36, I go into Congressman Cynthia McKinney, CBC Brain Trust, countering culture, the counterculture. We went into the whole idea of the counterculture, and it was Cynthia McKinney was one of those individuals that urged me to go ahead and, continue to fight the power and get the book out. When my house burned down and Cynthia McKinney was one of those women that stepped up to the plate. She says, I got a spare room in the basement, man. You could just come free of charge and just get it together. And when you get it together, just, yeah, thank you, sis. I really appreciate that. Shout out to Cynthia McKinney. All right. Shout out to Cynthia McKinney. But the COINTELPRO is an acronym for the FBI's counterintelligence program designed to neutralize political dissidents. Although the covert actions have been employed throughout the FBI's history, the formal COINTELPROs of the 1956 to 1971 were broadly targeted against radical political organizations. In the early 50s, the Communist Party was illegal in the United States. The Senate and the House of Representatives each set up investigative committees to prosecute communists and publicly expose them. This is what they accused of Dr. Martin Luther King. of being a pro-communist. All right. But this is why John Patash's book, The FBI's War on Tupac Shakur and Black Leadership, is so important, because when they set out, now when we start talking about the new COINTELPRO and what's going on in hip hop, we got to understand the old COINTELPRO, all right, the counterintelligence program of J. Edgar Hoover. All right, we got to see, who do they target then, and what formula did they use to target them, and who are they targeting now? All right, John Patash talked about that in his book, The FBI's War on Tupac Shakur and Black Leadership. All right, so what was the aim of J. Edgar Hoover? He said Gay Edgar Hoover, okay. What was the objective of the FBI and the COINTELPRO? Can somebody pull it up? Y'all need to know. Well, we need to know. All right. Black nationalist hate groups. Prevent the rise of the Black Messiah. What else? All right. Prevent the rise of the Black Messiah. What else did they specialize in? All right. Black nationalist hate groups. Prevent the rise of the Black Messiah. All right. Use of the Jewish Defense League against the use of the La Cosa Nostra against cartoons. All right. Blackboards. Rabbi Kahana. All right. William O'Neill and numerous victims, including Southern Christian Leadership Conference, Revolutionary Action Movement, the Deacons for Defense and Justice, Congress of Racial Equality, SNCC, the Nation of Islam, Poor People's Campaign, Republic of New Africa, US Organization, Black Liberators, Black Liberators, Dr. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, as they say, Martin Luther the Coon King. All right, that's what they say. Malcolm X, Stokely Carmichael, H. Rap Brown, Elijah Muhammad, all right, Dick Gregory, Huey P. Newton, David Hilliard, Ron Karenga, Sylvester Bell, Bobby Seale, Eldridge Cleaver, Fred Hampton, Mark Clark, John Pratt, John Washington, Richard Henry, Muhammad Kenyatta, and Jeff Ford. If any names sound familiar to y'all, that's good. You know these people. If they don't sound familiar, go look them up. These are some of the people that fought, bled, and died to see that we get to this particular point right here, right now. So the COINTELPRO is active. All right. The new COINTELPRO was active and moving against all those progressive hip hop groups that wanted to bring information to the vast majority of the people. Keedy O.B. Owadu, the conscious Rasta, put out hip hop and the New World Order, letting us know, all right, that the New World Order is being established and they're targeting hip hop and rap artists. All right. Then we went further and we started looking at the parallels between rock and hip hop. It says the covert war against rock artists. What you don't know about the deaths of Jim Morrison, Tupac Shakur, Michael Hutchins, Bryant Jones, Jimi Hendrix, all right, Peter Tosh, John Lennon, and the Notorious B.I.G. All right, the covert war against rock. Look that book up. I got it downstairs, but I just didn't bring it upstairs with me. All right. So in all of this, the hip hop cop, a tale of New York City's police department and rap intelligence unit, it gave birth to a whole snitch culture. All right. Hold on. It gave birth to a snitch culture. All right. And they even wrote a book about it. Snitch culture. How citizens are turned into the eyes and ears of the state. The crackdown. The new post-attack info. Jim Redden, R-E-D-D-E-N. Snitch culture. All right. And we had a code in the hood. All right. We don't snitch. They had a code in the mafia. You don't tell. You understand what I'm saying? Some of us still got that code in the house. What go on in this house stays in this house. You follow what I'm saying? And this is a real dynamic, but a whole snitch culture was developed around the hip hop cop. All right. The hip hop task force. All right. And this is real. All right. So we have to understand, peace, Mr. Sean Carter, what's going on? All right. So we have to understand Ben Chavis Muhammad's role. Cedric Muhammad was another one of the individuals that reading his work and seeing his diligence in the work that he was doing at www.blackelectorate.com, it inspired me to put this book together. That's Derek Muhammad. All right, blackelectorate.com. All right, it's been a cover story, and it's been written to justify a war against hip hop and black youth in such a way that civil rights violations, mistreatment, and even the killing of young black and Latino youth could take the place of the majority of Americans or the majority of the world would think that such actions were warranted, and they're not warranted. The subjects that we talk about in hip hop and in rap, all right, in some cases are not liked by many people, especially older people, but nonetheless, this is what we experience. This is what we see. Don, aka the Don JP. Peace, man. Thank you for the 10 spot. Really appreciate you. All right. So, Cedric Muhammad, pardon me, not Derek Muhammad, Cedric Muhammad. I'm thinking about my friend Derek Muhammad. Publisher of the blackelectorate.com, was putting out some serious information. Davey D at davyD.com was putting out some serious information, especially Davey D was putting out some serious information on his radio show. All right. So we have to take heed to these brothers and sisters that have podcasts and blogs and put this information out. New York City Police Department admits to Rap Intelligence Unit. A look inside the New York Police Department's secret hip hop task force, Deshaun Allah. All right, and they do have a task force. All right, Mr. Ernest Moore, how you doing, man? What's good with you? All right, we have an intelligence division, and we have detectives that monitor the music industry and incidents regarding the music industry, says Officer Doris Garcia and the New York City Police Department spokesperson. And in regards to the Miami Police Department, we did exchange information. So now Miami Police Department, New York Police Department sharing information with Baltimore Police Department, LA, Detroit Police Department. Now there's a task force set up, and there's detectives now that they have monitoring hip hop. Who got beef with who killing who's setting up who with who. All right. And then on page 42, NWA, in an interview that they did in a documentary film, they were talking about, the FBI was dogging their trail. Soon as they put out fuck the police and the police department started boycotting them and came against them, the FBI was dogging their trail. You saw it in the movie, Straight Outta Compton. The FBI's letter signed by Assistant Director and Bureau Spokesman Milton Aldrich claimed the angry rap number encouraged violence against and disrespect for law enforcement officers, describing the unprecedented surge in violent crime, and detailing statistics of police murders during 1988, concluding that music plays a significant role in society. Well, the police department, listen to me, if you're that interested in the murder rate going up, then why aren't we interested in the murder rate going up when the average black young kid is dying in the hood? We should be just equally as interested. I'm not saying there's anything against the police department, but I'm saying if we're going to be concerned, let's be concerned across the board. Hold on. We got to be concerned across the board. Jeffrey Resner, Ressner, of Rolling Stone magazine, writes. He basically said the letter ended up on an anonymous note, warning Priority Records to be aware of the FBI's position relative to this song and its message. Earlier this year, the song became subject of a transmitted to cops in cities where NWA toured. The number was deliberately excluded from the tour's regularly set list. But when a few lines of "fuck the police" were chanted at a Detroit concert, a scuffle broke out and a group members were later briefly detained by local authorities. So the police was dogging NWA's trail. Detectives were hiding in the audience, looking like regular concert goers. All right. So the FBI dogged NWA's trail. NWA urged to stop recording by the FBI. So the FBI now is interested. All right. And as I read the other night in William Cooper's book, From Behold the Pale Horse, written by William Cooper, I put this in the book on the next page. It says, from the book by Behold the Pale Horse, written by William Cooper, a former naval intelligence officer, in regards to the document concerning the American public. All right. Sean Muhammad, peace. What's good? Diversion is the primary strategy. The simplest method for securing silent weapons and gaining control of the public is to keep the public undisciplined and ignorant of basic system principles while keeping them confused, disorganized, and distracted with matters of no real importance. Whereas the media in multi-ethnic destructions in America, or maniac European devils in action, keeps the adult population's attention diverted from real social issues and captivated by matters of no real importance. The schools keep the young people ignorant of real mathematics, real economics, real law, and real history. Entertainment is kept below the 6th grade level. What did I say? Entertainment is kept below a 6th grade level. What did I say? Entertainment is kept below a 6th grade level. The public is kept busy working, and the result is no time to think. So let me ask y'all a question. Who is willing to pick up the responsibility and work on this problem in their personal and private lives? All right? We have to be the ones that step up to the plate and make the rest of our people awake and aware of what's going on. MTV, all right? Music television is an American cable station that the central goal is to brainwash the American youth, all right? And this is what MTV did by producing shows like Pimp My Ride, Cribs, and this kind of madness. Nothing to elevate the level of consciousness, right? So let's understand this particular dynamic, man, on what MTV and BET was the Buffoon Entertainment Television Network, BET, was set out to do. All right? It's about to get thick in a minute. Hold on. Pimp My Ride. All right? John Patas says in the book FBI's Tupac Wall Shakur and Black Leadership, and the U.S. intelligence murderous targeting of Tupac, MLK, Malcolm, the Panthers, Hendrix, Marley, rappers, and the linked ethnic leftists, it is claimed that Death Row Records was a front for the FBI in order to subvert black activism. So they infiltrated record companies. Did Puffy own the name Bad Boy? Did Puffy own the name Bad Boy? And what John Patas is saying in this book about Death Row. See, the thing about this book, it's hard for people, man. It's hard for people to shoot this down because John Patas said the majority of this 300 page, 280 pages is from the FBI documents. And you, as you know, if you ever received anything from the Freedom of Information Act, a lot of it is redacted and you can't even read half of it. All right. But he pulled it in there point by point. All right. Point by point. Certain women were working for the police department. Certain women were working for the government that in and around certain hip hop and rap groups. All right. Certain bodyguards were working for the government, for the police. See, I like when people, man, call me out and challenge me. All y'all got to do is go to the books. Hold up. Tell me I'm lying. How Puff burned the bad boys of hip hop. Dancing with the Devil by Mark Carey. See, it's books like this that when you go into them and then you meet Mark Carey and other people that was around that situation, you begin now to know the truth. You understand what I'm saying? And what was going on at Bad Boy. All right? Dancing with the devil. All right? And how these drug dealers were taking this money and flipping it. All right? To legit organizations. And it goes over the whole idea of what was going on at Bad Boy Records, Dancing with the Devil. Some of the other, I guess y'all would call it juicy stuff is up in here also, but it's like, hey, it ain't for me to tell right now. But how Puff burned the bad boys of hip hop. All right. You all saw the Puffy curse or the Diddy curse, pardon me. All right. This is not the platform we're going to talk about people, but we got to put the pieces in place. Am I right? So you got to read this book. Maurice Howland said, yeah, Mark Curry put it all out. He talked about the homosexual gay rituals that I talked about when I started talking about the Illuminati and the blood sacrifice. All right. So we got to read the information on what the people had to say that was up close. All right. Look, I put all that in the book. Matter of fact, it's right here on the next page. Puffy and a few other people. All right. On page 45. But John Patash said, I believe that Death Row Records, which included dozens and dozens of police officers at all levels, according to the high-level police officer that investigated them, was a front company and was trying to continue penile coercion and mess up Tupac's head, added John Patash. Rap COINTELPRO, subverting the power of hip-hop, one-on-one with black electorate Cedric Muhammad. So then on the next page, I went into Puffy's Incidents to Pine and with other people. Puffy beats the rap. Then I went into Suge Knight. Then I started talking about the beef between, and discussing the beef between Tupac and Biggie, which it really was no beef. They manufactured the beef. And those people inside both organizations were manufacturing the beef between East Coast and West Coast. All right. It talks about it. Hold on now. I put all the information. They made us drunk on both sides. They set an agenda, a negative vibration in place, as Black Dot talked about in his book, Hip Hop Decoded. They take the lowest essence of our culture and give it maximum exposure. All right? So much so you make some of these cats think they're invincible and they can do anything. I.e. R. Kelly. All right? So nah. Black Dot said they take the lowest essence of our culture and give it maximum exposure right here in this book, Hip Hop Decoded. All right? So, but in this book, all right, the American Director of Certified Uncle Toms, we're going to read from this in 1 second. Hold on now. Don't go nowhere. We got some time tonight. Notorious COP, the inside story of the Tupac, Biggie, Jam Master Jay investigations from New York City, New York Police Department's first hip-hop cop, Derek Parker. Cops admitting it. So when you start cracking open these books and making some phone calls and talking to some people, it's like, God damn, police was all up in the music industry. All right, we didn't get to Rockefeller yet. Take your time. All right? The feds was all up in it. The inside story. So Derek Parker, which was the one of the hip-hop cops, was telling the story. All right? The birthplace of hip-hop, when he talks about these are the breaks. Welcome to Crooklyn. Jack and the Rapper. What do you mean by Jack and the Rapper? You know daggone well that they admitted in this book and in other books. This book, they admitted it in this book. I think Black Dot mentioned it. John Patash mentioned it, that they had these robbery crews that was going around robbing rappers. And they said police was behind some of it, exacerbating the tension. All right? Come on, y'all. Come on now. This ain't Professor Griff. I'm not doing this to call nobody out, man, but it is what it is. The history is what the history is, man. You understand what I'm saying? So in this book, the American Directory of Certified Uncle Toms, all right, I said on page 45, hip hop homicide. All right. KRS-One says, you want to kill a rapper? You want to get away with murder? Kill a rapper. KRS-One's been on the front lines providing us with truth. All right. Whether it's in book form, in lecture form, or at the concert. All right. There's cats out here that stay on the front lines giving us this information. Only if we would take heed to the information that we putting out. Come on, y'all. All right. Some people are out there watching this right now. You know exactly what I'm talking about because you were there. You were up close and in person. Hold on. Hold on. Give me a second. Don't go nowhere. The American Directory of Certified Uncle Toms. On page 236. And I wrote about this in my book. We're talking about, if you're just tuning in, we're on page 45. This is Professor Griff, and we're talking about the psychological covert war on hip-hop. If you want the ebook of this book, all right, send a donation in, I don't know, $5, $100, $2, write that $1 million check, and I'll send you the ebook. Not that much. All right, my email address is seriousmindsinfo@gmail.com. Hit the Cash app, and then send me your email, and I'll send you the ebook along with some other information from some of these other books. All right? All right, if you want the ebook, hit me up. Professor Griff. Just $, Professor Griff, or cash, or go to PayPal, paypal.me/Professor Griff Corp. I'll just go to my website. You can get it if you want to order the hard copy. Get the ebook. You can have it tonight. We can go back over it tomorrow when we go to the next chapter. All right? I'm on page 45, though. But hold on. Press the pause button. We're talking about the American Directory of Certified Uncle Toms. All right? It says the Uncle Toms that haunted middle echelons of the music business had first opportunity to nurture and develop the new original sounds emerging from their own youth to guide rap's evolutionary and positive force. They instead rejected hip-hop. They rejected the whole hip-hop movement. Strangely, as youth embraced it, they ignored the urban appeal and, true to their own middle class acculturation, sought their talents from artists such as Lionel Richie and Michael Jackson's crossover mode. All right? They wasn't checking for hip-hop. They weren't checking for hip-hop. So now, scrolling down now, consequently, a new generation of white businessmen moved in, and they had heeded the advice of their forebearers in the entertainment business, who always adhered strictly to their industry's most profitable commandment. And that commandment is go black, young man, which they're doing right now. With their cash and superior industry position, these white entrepreneurs installed a new leadership over the hip-hop movement, that buffer that Black Dot talked about. All right? And began to promote, are y'all listening? And they began to promote a nefarious niggerization of rap music. Can y'all see? Certified Directory of Uncle Toms. The American Directory of Certified Uncle Toms. On page 236, halfway down. They began to promote the nefarious niggerization of rap music. The vibe history of hip-hop is a very explicit about the roots of the ominous new trend, warning that acting like a nigger was about to become more lucrative than ever. Then everybody wanted to be a nigger, a big nigger, a tough nigger, a rich nigger, a bitch nigger. Everybody wanted to be a nigger. Then the antithesis to that, but right along with that, the women on the other side, everybody wanted to be a bad bitch. All right? They niggerized And then later on, scrolling down now, with NWA's attitude emerged an explicitly opposite point of view. The group's founder, Andre Young, aka Dr. Dre, expressed his philosophy as such. I wanted to make people go, I can't believe he's saying this shit. I wanted to go all the way to the left. Everybody's just trying to do this black power bullshit. This is Dr. Dre saying this. So I was like, let's give them an alternative. Nigga, 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 nigga. Fuck this, fuck that, bitch this, bitch, 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 bitch. Suck my, all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? That's Dr. Dre. Let's get free. Peace, man. Hope you got that info I sent you. That's Dre in this book, The American Directory of Certified Uncle Toms. So what they do is they take those kind of individuals and they blow them up and support them and throw money their way. You understand what I'm saying? So it make it appear to you that you got to be that kind of rapper or MC or producer or whatever in order for you to make it in the industry. And if you do exactly what they're doing, then you'll get paid. All right? Because I'm seeing him say that, and he on television, he in the movies, he's getting the bag, he's getting paid, he got checks coming in. All right? It goes deeper. The American Directory of Certified Uncle Toms. All right? Back to this, page 45. So we saw people going to jail left and right. We saw people going to jail because they won't snitch. We got people snitching behind closed doors. We got people dry snitching. We got people snitching on themselves in their songs. All right? And this was real. All right? So this is a kind of touchy subject right now, simply because of this R. Kelly thing. But I put in my book on page 235, I talk about Aaliyah's situation with Kadada Jones, which is Quincy Jones's daughter, Howard Snell. Thank you very much, good brother. Much respect to you as well, bro. All right? According to information from the DVD Tupac Breaking the Oath, sexual advances were made toward Tupac by Quincy Jones. All right? I caught flack for that, and I got approached by Quincy Jones. Right? The day I received the award at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I had a conversation. I sat down with Quincy Jones. I'll tell y'all what he said later. But it wasn't nice. It wasn't nice. Yeah, motherfucker, let me tell you this, man. Fuck you, nigga, don't talking about this, that. I'm like, all right, Mr. Jones, thank you, sir. Really appreciate it. No, if y'all think I'm lying, go ask Chuck D's wife. She was on deck. You understand what I'm saying? And that's real. And I'm like, yes, sir, Mr. Jones. No, sir, Mr. Jones. I really respect your work and blah, 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 and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. But I still need to ask you, were you involved in these sexual rituals that was going on in Hollywood? I didn't back up off the shit. Fuck out of here. Y'all think I am? I'm like, nah. I says, well, wasn't you responsible for the Fresh Prince? Wasn't you responsible for Queen Latifah, Tevin Campbell? And I mentioned all of these people that gave us the illusion that there was a rise in homosexuality inside of hip hop, inside of Hollywood, and this is what you had to do in order to get in. This is what they made us think. I'm only saying from an outsider's perspective. Of course, I knew some stuff on the inside, but I'm saying I'm just asking a question. That's all. I'm not calling anybody out. Now, I got cursed the hell out for this, for putting this information in the book. I wasn't calling Queen Latifah gay. I wasn't calling Fresh Prince of Bel-Air gay. I said they played these kind of roles in the movies. Hold on, let me just take a sip of water. I said they played these kind of roles in the movies. And then I asked the question, does art imitate life or does life imitate art? And do young people look up to Queen Latifah And Will Smith, yeah, they do. The first movie I believe he was in, I think 6 Degrees or something or whatever. That's the role he played. Queen Latifah played in, what role did she play in Set It Off? This is the rise of homosexuality in hip hop. I ain't calling nobody out. I'm just stating what it really is. All right. So we just have to deal with it for what it is. We can't kind of overlook it, because shortly after that, I went into the whole idea of cats wearing dresses and having to go through rituals and carrying man bags and all this other kind of stuff. I mean, look, man. They put it in the books, y'all. I just read the books and, hey, look. I read some of the things, and they put it, of course, the whole 40-ounce scandal. Y'all know they kept people drunk. They kept people high. It made the malt liquor companies rich, because now some of these people was aligning themselves with these kind of brands, and these people were telling their own stories. You understand what I'm saying? And then now they just all outright just saying, look, I'm a gay rapper, and they're using that to promote their careers. All right, if that's what you want to be, do your thing. I'm just reporting the news. That's it. Don't come down on the newscaster. I'm just delivering the mail. All right, I'm going to leave y'all the packages at the door, and then I'm going to the next house. All right, read about what they had to say about what was going on in the music industry. Being in hot tubs and with little boys around and all that kind of stuff going on, man. Yeah. I swear, I said I didn't want to talk about people on this platform. You want to tell me to my face that all you had to do was make a song, a pretty decent song or a hit record, and these things that you going through, Griff, would have went away? What do you mean by that? Life and death, sex, drugs, money, and God. Russell Simmons. Walaikum salam, soldier. What's up, man? I'm like Herb Brown. What's up, Herb? Make sure you send me your email, Herb. All right, so I can get you the information, bro. I need your email address. Email me seriousmindsinfo@gmail.com. All right. So yeah, lift them up morally. Fuck out of here. And Tom Forrest, bro, you on the wrong channel, bro. No, we're not doing that here. I'm not doing that, man. Not at all. Because this one especially got it coming. He about to go to court in a minute for some of the stuff that he was doing, not even behind the scenes. And now it's, listen, everything in the dark eventually going to come out in the light. If it be the weight of an atom, and an atom is hidden in the rock, and the rock is hidden in the earth, yet Allah will bring it forth. All right? The Bible says, I think it says, in the last days, every tongue shall confess and every knee shall bow. All right? Yo, Purple Royalty, chill with that, bro. I don't care how much R. Kelly can sing or how somebody is a good producer or whatever. A violation is a violation. And we're not going to let nobody, I know that's a double negative, we're not going to let anybody violate us and then thrive and walk among us and act like ain't nothing happened. Thanks, Raymond Muhammad. Really appreciate that, good brother. You're not going to walk among us and act like everything is just everything. Plain and simple. We developing a damn drop squad, a black drop squad. Yeah, you keep violating us and violating the sisters, a black van gonna roll up on your behind while you coming at a Target or going through the drive-through at McDevil's or whatever the hell. All right? We love our people, man. We love what they contribute on a cultural level. You understand what I'm saying? But you're not going to get away with fondling little fucking boys and raping women and sexually molesting women. You follow what I'm saying? It ain't going to happen. Plain and simple. I'm not talking about anybody in particular, but I'm saying, all right? But read the books for yourselves, man. Listen to these dudes' interviews and the stories that they tell. All right? I ain't making this stuff up. Where was I at? But anyway, so they made DVDs and books about it. Black and Blue, Legends of Hip Hop Cop. The Black and Blue, Baltimore Police Department. Who's this cat? Made the DVD rap sheets. The white boy got the dossier from the police department. He went around asking rappers. All right. Did they see their name in the dossier? All right. And then 50 Cent came out with a song called Ghetto Quran. Y'all got to hear the song, man. Then they accused 50 Cent of having to connection to the Jam Master Jay situation, connected to Kenneth Supreme McGriff. Yeah, and then at that point, I started going into the particular dossier, parts of the dossier that was sent to me, and I put a couple of them in the book. 50 Cent, who else? Puffy, 50 Cent, Little Kim, Jay-Z, all their arrest records and their mugshots I got a hold of. I said, nah, I can't believe this. All this information and more were made readily available to Don Sikorsky, Sikorski, Don Sikorsky. The DVD rap sheets was made. All this information was readily available to the white boy. And he put together a DVD about it. Don't come at Griff. All right, they said it. They made their rap sheets and their arrest records and their criminal behavior open to the public. All you got to do is a little bit of research. All right, I ain't calling nobody out. I'm just saying it is what it is. So we went further and we started to get the diagram on how they laid it out, how Jam Master Jay was murdered and exactly who was involved. And all of this information is in public record and you can go get it for yourself. That's if you dare to go look. All right. Then they started arresting people left and right. Remember DJ Drama got arrested? Other people was getting arrested for trying to make a living, hustling the way we do. All right. And then I stopped at that point and I went back to the turbulent 60s and 70s. Former Monterey Pop, Altamont, Operation Chaos, the CIA's war against the 60s counterculture by Mae Russell. Shout out to Mae Russell's family and her foundation. November 7th, 1976. This is unpublished. Death, Drugs, and Depression. Mae Russell's had put the information out there about the CIA. CIA infiltrated 17 area groups and gave out LSD. They gave this drugs out to the people. All right? To the counter and started this counterculture. All right? Acid was free. Drugs was free. Cocaine was free. LSD was free. And then brothers like Fela Kuti and other brothers. Bob Marley, who I believe was taken out by the CIA. Yep, I said it. Bob Marley and other people, Fela Kuti and other people was being watched. All right? Jimi Hendrix was being watched. John Patosh talked about all of this in his book. So I started going in and getting dossiers and information from the Freedom of Information Act to put it in the paper. Dogs Not EC. You got to send me an email. Thanks for the donation, man. I got to get an email from you, though. SeriousMindsinfo@gmail.com. We got to put you on the list. All right? No, not that kind of list, a real list, not that other one. All right? So then I started going into, what is this? Yeah, you're right, Steve Biko. Thank you, Kai Lu. 27 Club. What is the 27th Club? What is 27 Club? Can somebody explain what that is to me? Come on, man. We got about 45 minutes, y'all. Come on. The 27 Club. People who died at the age 27. Thanks, Supreme. L Bay. Who are some of these people that died at the age 27? Let's name them. Come on, y'all. People that died at 27. Brother said they killed Fela Kuti. Jimi Hendrix died at 27. Who else? Come on. Amy Winehouse. Somebody said Jim Morrison. All right. Did they give Fela AIDS? I'm not sure. I got to look into that. Amy Winehouse, he said. Kurt Cobain. All right. Jimi Hendrix. All of these people died at 27. Do y'all remember Otis Redding? All right. Otis Redding died in a plane crash. How many other people that we know died in a plane crash? They said Jimmy Dean. Tupac was 25. All right. Lisa Lopez was 30. Tupac was 25. All right. How many other people died in a plane? Aaliyah, right. See, this is the way they use. It's the same old tactic they use to kill people. All right. Mickey Leland died in a plane crash and a few other people. Somebody said Sid Vicious, Kurt Cobain, Richie Valens, Big Bopper. All right. I think Paul Williams died at 34 years old. All right. How old was Vesta Williams when she died? I think she was 53. But yeah, people were dying left and right, man. All right. How old was Pimp C? It got so critical. It got so critical that your man Hustle Simmons put out a letter to hip hop. I put it in the book so y'all can see the hypocritical nature and how this dude operates. Sam Cooke was 25. All right. But KRS-One, Minister Server, and a host of other people signed off on the Declaration of Peace in hip hop, which should be monumental, which should be hanging up with all our homes. Those of us that claim we're about hip hop. All right. That's it for the second degree. We ran through that really quick. We're going to do the third degree tomorrow. Fourth and fifth, I'm going to double up probably on Saturday. Sunday, I'm doing that roundtable discussion, but I can come on and do a, although I wanted to go live and let y'all hear what I was saying at the roundtable discussion. All right. Third degree, the Illuminati's takeover of hip hop. We're going to talk about that. So for the remaining time, I want to introduce a few other books and a few other people that were on the front line bringing information to our people. Uno, the Prophet, up in Boston. Jamal Crawford. All right. Shout out to Jamal Crawford. All right. My man Uno. All right. To the Break of Dawn, a freestyle on hip hop aesthetics. All right. William Jelani Cobb. If you're trying to be a student of hip hop, you got to get this information. You got to hear these people speak. Of course, my man Siddiqui Bakari. Of course, Black Dot. Of course, Philip Muhammad. All right. Come on now. Pimp C in the same age. It was 30. Okay. But how old was Eazy-E when he died? But you got to get To the Break of Dawn, William Jelani Cobb. All right. The fascinating information about the way these brothers kind of document hip hop. All right. And the culture. All right. You got to get these books, man. And look and follow these people in their work. The Message, 100 Life Lessons from Hip Hop's Greatest Songs. That's a beautiful book, man. Felicia Pride. The Message, 100 Life Lessons from Hip Hop's Greatest Songs. What better way, man? If you're about hip hop, see these young generation now that's coming up with the mumble rap, if they had only read some of this, you understand what I'm saying? We wouldn't have a problem because they would have taken those life lessons from some of the greatest songs that was ever written and produced from some of our greats. All right. And we would probably get a better sounding music. We would get more subjects that are in depth with some of the MCs today. You understand what I'm saying? They don't even call themselves MCs. So, yeah. Bukhari Kitwana, Young Blacks and the Crisis in African American Culture, the hip hop generation. All right. In order for me to even begin to put this together and have the vast knowledge that I'm trying to use as a foundation to talk about hip hop and hip hop culture, I had to read the books. I'm sorry. And you do too. All right. One of the first books I read, though, I'm not going to forget Coach Powell. Remind me, 16, to introduce Coach Powell's work. I can't even listen to the music now. I'm 24, but I listen to throwbacks all day. I hear you, sis. This is one of the first books that came out and put it down. All right? Nation Conscious Rap. They were talking about consciousness. See how thick this book is? You understand what I'm saying? So there are books out there that you can kind of get a hold of. All right? Yeah, I was mad at this dude. I was very angry. All this whole consciousness and don't even mention Professor Griff's name. I can't get the car. I can't even get the back cover. I swear when I came on the scene, this kind of information and this kind of the way back when, Pepper, what's good with you? All right. It was like, not too many people was talking. Brian Jones. All right, you're right. One of the Rolling Stones founder died at 27. You're right, I forgot about Brian Jones. All right, a couple of more books, y'all. Shout out to my man, Philip Muhammad. All right. Willie Lynch's newest slave, Philip A. Muhammad. Hit the Hip Hop Nation. All right, Philip Muhammad connected the dots, man. The deception backed by the Fed. All right, he goes and he names the names, record companies. He put a couple of songs in here, pro-black, still a slave. Philip Muhammad laid it out in this book, man. The research that he did in this book remind me of Steve Coakley, the real smut peddlers he talks about in this book. All right, I think he has a picture in here of Snoop Dogg walking down the red carpet with two women on dog leashes, two black women on dog leashes. All right. But anyway, about 5 more books and then we can close out with Q&A. We can do talk, whatever we need to do. All right. Murray Foreman and Mark Anthony Neal. That's the joint. The Hip Hop Studies Reader. As y'all can see, this one got caught in the fire. Somebody threw it out the front door and saved it. So thank you to the fireman who threw the damn book out the front door. Really appreciate you. I don't know your name, but thank you. All right. But that's the joint. You see, you got to have a foundation. And then when you speak, you can speak from an intelligent point of reference. We can go back to the book and pull up who quoted what and who said what. All right. Rakim 777. And the word became flesh. Thank you, man. Oh, that and the word became flesh. That was one of my albums. All right. Can't Stop, Won't Stop. Jeff Chang. Shout out to Jeff Chang. I mean, he put it down. And we can't deny that. All right. Whew, too much to go into. The Bronx and the Politics of Abandonment. They just left the Bronx to rot. Soul Salvation. Furious Styles. The Zulus on a Time Bomb. Hip Hop Meets Rockers. All right. Things Fall Apart. The Rise of the Post-Civil Rights Era. Follow For Now. The Question of Post-Civil Rights Black Leadership. The Cultural Assassins. The Real Enemy. Culture Riot of Ice Cube's Death Certificate. Gonna Work It Out. Peace and Rebellion in Los Angeles. I mean, Jeff Chang put it down, man. All right. Can't Stop, Won't Stop by Jeff Chang. How many is that? 16? That's about 20 books so far. Come on, y'all. I want other YouTube channels and brothers to come on to feed the people, to nourish the people, to raise the vibrational pitch of the people. All right. I got a few more because I got to mention Coach Powell. Jeffrey O.G. Ogbach. All right. The Hip Hop Revolution. All right. With DJ Lord on the cover. There is a revolution in hip hop. All right. Complete, constructive, conscious, cosmic change. I put all these books in a list in my new book, The Warrior's Tapestry. If you want The Warrior's Tapestry, it costs $20. Go to my website and order it. All right. Or just go to www.paypal.me/Professor Griff Corp. All right. It's called A Warrior's Tapestry. I had to read this because I was on the man's label. You said you got $20? All right. Go to the website, ProfessorGriff.me. Order it. I got you. A Warrior's Tapestry. But I was on the man's label, so I had to read it, and I had to find out what was going on and why they were censoring the man. You understand? Well, we can see why they were censoring him, but I'm just saying, yeah. The uncensored story of Luther Campbell of the 2 Live Crew. All right. We see why they were censoring him. But he was exercising his freedom of speech. Sandy Sims, peace. How you doing, Queen? We see why he was censoring him. All the newspaper articles that they was coming out trying to censor 2 Live Crew. I didn't agree with what 2 Live Crew was saying, but they were covered under the Constitution. They had the freedom of speech. All right, I ordered the book already. I got you. Soldier T723, I got you, bro. It's coming right at you. All right. For the 50 people, I can't even name all y'all's names. If you ordered the book, those funds just cleared last night. And I lied to you not. And my wife is my witness. All right. I don't know why PayPal was holding the funds, but they just released them. I don't know what that's about. All right. They just released them last night. 50 orders. They held up 50 people. Anyway, where was I at? Oh, last but not least, with the 40 that was going on, my brother Alfred Coach Powell. Shout out to Alfred Coach Powell. Message in the Bottle. All right, this is volume 2. This is volume 1, the 40-ounce scandal. Message in a Bottle. All right. The brother, dynamic book, brother, put it down. Your wife is beautiful. Thank you, Naomi. I will definitely pass that on to her. All right. All right. So shout out to Coach Powell. I mean, it's just too much for us to go over, but in due time, he said Janis Joplin died at 27. Okay. In due time, we're going to go back over some of this. Donna sent $5. Thank you, Donna. Really appreciate you, sis. All right. Sirius Mindz info@gmail.com. Donna, send me your email address. I'm going to send out the ebook for you. Of this book right here. This book is about 260 pages. All right. All right. Coach Powell. All right. Total Chaos, the art and the aesthetics of hip hop, edited by Jeff Chang. All right. Let me tell you something. I was putting together this curriculum to present to elementary schools, and then I pulled it back and I said, this needs to be in a high school. I'm writing the curriculum. I'm wrestling with it. Trials and tribulations in my life. And then I'm looking at these colleges, and on a university level, they got hip hop curriculums. I'm seeing everybody getting doctorate degrees, honorary doctor this and doctor that for presenting hip hop. How long has your brother, Professor Griff, been doing this? And they won't even let me on a damn college campus, but won't give me an honorary doctor's degree. Y'all know y'all need to stop. I don't need any of these books. Give me a microphone and a stage. I could drop 4 hours of this with no books because I lived it. You understand what I'm saying? And that's just real. So it's like, come on, man. Come on. Del Jones, Culture Bandits. One of them early books I read, and I actually ran with Del Jones. It's old school brother, man. OG. All right? Me and Del Jones was cool. He's an ancestor now, but our good brother, Del Jones. All right? I'm going to bring some more of this man's work up tomorrow. Siddiqui Bakari, all right, magnum opus. And we're going to start talking about on the sacred spiritual technology and the Akashic interface with the singularity. And we're going to talk about this whole idea of transhumanism and this other stuff. All right. So the psychological covert war on hip hop. We're on chapter 3. Don't worry about it. By the weekend's end, I'll be done. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna take it. I'm leaving Monday to go on tour, on the Black History tour. But I'm gonna take this book with me so we can finish. The Third Degree, the Illuminati's takeover of hip hop. So tomorrow we're gonna go into this Illuminati thing. If I gotta come on twice tomorrow, I'm just gonna come on twice and make it happen. Because I want to read you this story from Pawns in the Game from William Guy Carr, and he talks about the birth of the Illuminati. All right. Then we're gonna talk about Myron Fagan's work. And we're going to dive deeper into Adam Weishaupt. We're going to dive deeper into Albert Pike. We're going to go deeper into the hip-hop Illuminati. We're going to dive deeper into Kanye West. We're going to dive deeper into raising Kanye and how some people think his mom was sacrificed. His mom checked out here at 60-something years old. All right. Miss Donda West. All right. I hope Kanye make it through, man. You understand what I'm saying? I hope he make it through. But his mom didn't have to leave here like that, man. For real. All right. So, brothers and sisters, I appreciate y'all's attention. I appreciate y'all staying on this long. Thank y'all very much. We're going to dive into the Illuminati's takeover of hip-hop tomorrow. We're going to deal with the Hegelian dialectic principle. We're going to break down Adam Weishaupt. We're going to break down some of their agenda. We're going to go into Prodigy from Mobb Deep. We're going to go into Malachi Z. York. We're going to talk about Codex Magica. All right. The innermost secrets of the Illuminati. We're going to go into Jay-Z, Do What Thou Will, which is the whole of the law, which is an occult saying from Aleister Crowley. All right. We're going to talk about Lupe Fiasco. Not him per se, but his work. We're going to talk about Aleister Crowley, the beast, the devil himself. We're going to talk about mind control. We're going to talk about the Beatles, John Lennon, Michael Jackson, Jim Morrison, Mick Jagger, Nas, Madame Blavatsky. Yeah, we're going to have a fun time tomorrow. All right. Homework assignment. I need y'all to get off here tonight. Take a deep breath. Go get some water. And watch the movie Brotherhood of the Bell. Brotherhood of the Bell. Go on YouTube. Find it somewhere. It's called Brotherhood of the Bell. All right. Let me know if y'all getting my notifications. I'm going to send out a flyer for tomorrow's talk, or Saturday's talk, pardon me. Because I think I'm going to come on twice on Saturday. I'm going to send out a flyer and let y'all know what times I'm coming on. Brotherhood of the Bell is the movie. All right. All right. This is Professor Griff. I got to go eat. All right. Happy belated birthday to Cypress. All right. She's 24. But yeah, so don't worry about it. Yeah. But anyway, it's Professor Griff. I'm signing out. Man, listen, my class is Wednesday, January 23rd, 7 o'clock. All right, I'm breaking down the hidden symbols of the Bible. Go to www.professorgriff.me and go ahead and sign up for the class. Let's make it happen, y'all. All right, shout out to 16. Really appreciate you for coming on and making this happen. All right. Love y'all to life. This is Professor Griff. I gotta go. This is Professor Griff for Sirius Mindz. For Sirius Mindz. What do y'all say? Seriously. Peace, man. I gotta go. All right, peace, y'all on YouTube. See y'all later, man. Peace. All right, 16, I'm gone. I'm out. Yeah, I need everybody that donated to send me an email for real. SeriousMindsInfo@gmail.com. You know, gotta send me an email. Because y'all be killing me. I'll be stuck on who to send what to. All right? All right, let me know. Hopefully everybody's getting the ebooks and the information. All right? Thanks for all your support, man. All right, Callie G, signing out. All right. Peace, Derek Bailey. All right, 16, peace.